that's a wonderful question. So I think there's two ways to answer that. Like there's the first is like the 3D world, right? And it's like the world that we live in today. Yes, we're being bombarded with more media, with more content, with more information, so forth and so on. The way I like to answer things is through the spiritual world, right? If you think back, I'm 45 years old. So literally just 45 years old, 1977, like none of this was around. And, we weren't as distracted. Women weren't being told, at least not at the level that they are today, that their value is found in their body and in their looks. And they weren't being pushed to alter themselves and change themselves. And if you look at the trend, it started there because the woman is the source of love, the feminine is the source of love. And now dark energy is essentially attacking all genders in general, right? And it's the way that this stuff kind of works. It's like the system kind of pokes at one aspect and then it just starts to like go after everything else. And pretty soon shit's gonna get pretty gnarly. It really is. And so yeah, I feel like, most men haven't been through an initiation process of going from a boy to a man
Mhm.
because their fathers, like my father, didn't show them that process and take them through that initiation process. And then most women nowadays are wounded. I've worked with so many women who were wounded and abused sexually. And seeing them and helping them to release that energy and that trauma is a very beautiful thing. But also, they're wounded in their masculine energy. They're wounded in their minds because their father let them down or their mother showed them an example of high masculinity to always be in defense and never allowed your guard down so that you can never be hurt. It's pretty deep.
No, that tackles so many little side notes that I had because I think a lot of how our parents model romantic relationship to us and then how they also teach us love, whether that's within ourselves or what it's like to be loved unconditionally. A lot of us are missing that, especially with these high divorce rates and especially fathers not being out of the household. So for me, I don't know if you've ever read the book The Boy Crisis.
I have not.
It's not spiritual, it's written by, a psychologist, and it kind of gets into all of the kind of social consequences of not having a father in the home for both little girls and little boys, and rite of passage is huge for boys, and then also being taught or just seeing through a mirror how to be treated as a lady is missing too.